Welcome back to the Boo Review. So, it's been suggested and we're going to cover Dear David. For those of you not in the know, Dear David is the narrative that's ongoing on Twitter right now under the account of one Mr. Moby Dickhead, aka Adam Ellis. And it chronicles the haunting of his apartment and the strange happenings and the story of David. But first, before we dive too far into it and through the story so far, who is Adam Ellis, Jerad? Tell us.
Adam Ellis is a writer for BuzzFeed and a cartoonist who does the books of Adam. I don't have one up so that we can look at. Oh, here we go. Here's one. This one ain't bad. It's okay. It's okay. I looked through some of them. They're okay. What is this?
Oh, we can't include this.
Okay. That's Adam Ellis. Let's see if his story that he's come up with here.
Wait, go back to his website, The Books of Adam.
I don't see anything.
There's nothing.
He has no posts on the Books of Adam.
He just has a link to order his book.
Order.
Click on Amazon.
Okay.
The Books of Adam. I guess it's just a collection of his cartoons.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Amazon started doing this right here. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Dude, they have done that for decades.
Let's move on. Let's talk about this Dear David thing. Let's start from
we've
the
established that he's a BuzzFeed writer. So
yes. So yeah, the trust is kind of not.
It's low.
The trust is very low.
How many period pieces have you written? How many I touched Nick for the first time pieces?
I don't think that's one.
Dude, I just gave him an idea then. BuzzFeed After Dark.
Okay, let's start out with the first tweet here. It says, so my apartment is currently being haunted by the ghost of a dead child, and he's trying to kill me. He started appearing in dreams, but I think he's crossed over into the real world now. The first time I saw him, I was experiencing sleep paralysis and saw a child sitting in the green rocking chair at the foot of my bed, and then he draws him.
Hey, remember that time we covered sleep paralysis via Dr. Jeff?
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, let's see. He had a huge misshapen head. You can see that from the drawing. For a while, he just stared at me, but then he got out of the chair and started shambling toward the bed. I couldn't move because I was paralyzed. I have sleep paralysis fairly often, and it sucks. Right before he reached my bed, I woke up screaming. I had another dream a few nights later where I was in the library, and a girl came up to me and asked, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you?" I was like, "Who?" And she said, "Dear David, you saw him." She continued, "He's dead. He only appears at midnight, and you can ask him 2 questions if you said Dear David first." I think you meant to say there. Then he's a BuzzFeed writer. Then she said, she added, but never try to ask him a 3rd question or he'll kill you. I was very shaken. Having 2 dreams about the same thing is pretty weird. Anyway, a couple weeks passed without incident. Then David came back in another dream, same situation. I was in bed and he was sitting in the rocking chair near the window staring at me in the dream.
Blah, blah. And then he's like, how did you die in an accident?
Well, this is the good part. He asked David, how do you die? He mumbles, an accident in the store. And he says, Dear David, what happened in the store? He groans, a shelf was pushed on my head. He's frozen with fear, but somehow asks, who pushed the shelf? David doesn't answer. That's that third question.
But he didn't say Dear David.
Oh.
He said Dear David, so it don't count.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, there we go.
He didn't think about that either.
No.
Stupid.
Yeah, he said, I realized I asked a 3rd question, which I'm not supposed to do. At that point, I wake up absolutely terrified. Let's see. He looks up some...
can't find any information.
Yeah, he tries to look up some information about it.
Death of a David. And then the strange stuff happens. What happens?
Well, actually, he moves upstairs because he's like, fuck this. So he moves upstairs in a vacant apartment. And
it must be nice.
It's in the same apartment complex,
hey,
but it's just like a room ahead of him.
Slightly unnerved. I'm just going to move.
Yeah, that's convenient. Let's see. But anyway, yeah, and then basically what starts happening is his cats keep going to the door. They seem like they're worried about something.
Cats are not a source of evidence for anything. Have you ever seen cat videos on YouTube? Huh? What have you learned? Cats are adorable.
Yeah,
but they're not a reliable source of information.
And now we have our guest, Boo. Who's here?
Oh wait, go back to that clock.
Oh, what's the
oh yeah, the whole deal is like this shit keeps happening at midnight. So
right.
Like, here's my cat at the door at midnight.
But anyway, he shows a video of the cat at the door, and this could easily be done, but just having either like some food behind the door.
You click the video and then just scroll away.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's so boring. The cat just looks at the door.
Yeah,
there's something to it. But anyway, yeah, he could have some food behind the door. He could be behind the door.
He could have teased that cat with some catnip and then just.
Yeah. So that's something to this. Oh,
he looked through the keyhole, the peephole, the keyhole. It was the keyhole.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a peephole. Why didn't he look through that? Maybe he did look through the peephole.
He does. He says I took a photo through the peephole.
Okay.
But anyway, so he took a picture out the peephole, and this is where it kind of gets interesting. But he took 2 photos. One was through the peephole, and one was outside the door. The first one, the peephole, he noticed that there is a shadow or something sticking out of the side right here. And then he took another picture.
Yeah, and it's not there.
And it's not there.
Look, there's another one through the peephole.
Oh, it's another one through the peephole. It's not there. So, yeah, I mean, that could be somebody down there. Or, I mean, it's not... This is so bad. It gets better, though. It gets better. Let's move on.
It does, because then whenever you take a picture of an animal with the flash, their eyes light up.
Right, and then that's creepy. But yeah, I mean, I guess we could talk about what that could possibly be. And I guess the only thing I can think of is it could be anything. It doesn't. I don't understand why that's necessarily like.
I mean, he's taking a picture through a peephole. It could literally be anything.
He said that
it could be smudges. It could be any fucking thing.
He said the apartment complex was vacant. Like the whole building is vacant.
I don't buy this story.
Yeah, it could be. Not only could it just be someone down there, like their shadow, or it could be something he set up as well. So. That's much to this.
Look at him.
I know. Look at him.
Look at that.
Let's see. Let's get down to good stuff. Okay. Anyway, yes, cats keep doing it. He pours some salt near the door.
Before we go too far, let's go back to this right here. I think this tab right here. Is this the one? Shit.
No, I don't know if I still have it.
Did you close the one?
I probably closed it. God damn it. The good one. Oh no! Oh no! What's happening?
You went and clicked this.
Sorry. All right, let's move on from that.
Damn it.
We'll get to it.
There was that really good comment from that other person.
Oh, it was probably right here with assault. I bet
no, it was on a different page.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was like close to the beginning.
Do you remember the comment? Go ahead.
This girl was just like, it's lost.
Okay, sorry. It was a really good comment. But I remember she was just like, "Be safe, Adam," and he was like, "I'll try.
My days are numbered.
My days are numbered." Like he was really playing it up. Anyway, he puts salt near the door.
I don't know. He even missed. He's not sure if it's the right kind of salt.
Oh, and then he starts recording some sounds that happen.
There's a sound clip.
Yeah. He records some sounds that he finds very strange. These sounds are not very strange.
The question is, do I find them strange?
No. There's electric static here. We can't really hear it.
Dude, this ain't shit.
Could be anything. I mean, I can't hear it, but it could be anything. There's some snaps. And some crackles and some pops. But, I mean...
Oh, man, there's people right here say fuck that.
Our pop that happened in the hallway is better than this.
What do you think that song was? It was about to play.
It was really good.
Anyway,
it was already really good. Yeah, let's move on. Anyway, nothing too awesome here. Then he takes this picture right here and he says, "I'm getting out of the apartment for the weekend." And then another tweeter... posted this and said, he's there, and circled it.
Eyes, nose, mouth, misshapen head, small stature. Please tell me it was just a painting.
Right, and then here he or someone else does kind of like a outline so you can kind of see what he's talking about.
This guy right here.
And then this guy was like, "No, this is what I see." And then this penguin runs away.
I love these. I love that.
The gifts are better than the story.
And then this person, Alex H. right here, Metal Haze, tries to digitally enhance it.
Oh yeah, it tries to. Here's the issue though. If we go back to the original picture, let's go back to the original picture here.
Look at that.
Dear David would have to be very, 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 very tiny. There's not much room back there and floating. Which I guess that's what ghosts do. And as you'll see later, Dear David actually gets smaller, which maybe he's just doing that to corroborate the picture, maybe.
Oh, man. I was triggered by this because he said he bought a Polaroid camera. That is a Fuji Instax Mini 9, you piece of shit.
I don't think that deserves a piece of shit. But all right. But anyway, he buys his camera. He starts taking pictures. And then he went to the hallway and snapped a photo, but it came out all black.
Dude, these Fuji Instax film, you can kind of tell in his hand, they're like literally this big. We sell them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His photos are so tiny. They're kind of cool. They actually look kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because we have a couple of them at work.
And then he said he wanted to compare to
covering it.
Yeah, to covering, because someone probably said, "Hey, you're probably just covering the lens." He goes, "No, here's the difference. Here's one that's black, and then here's one where my finger's over the lens." Here's where I think he kind of trips himself up, is he has a video where he takes a picture of the hallway.
Okay, here's my living room.
Okay, let's just move on. Oh, he takes, I don't know if this is the one. Okay, this isn't the one. This is the one.
What happened in that one?
He just took a picture, and he was just showing, I don't know what was supposed to go on there. But anyway, he takes a picture of the hallway, and he took one picture already, and there's that one. Then he took another picture of the hallway, he pulls it out, and basically...
You see the first one?
Yeah.
Because I already developed.
And then he takes this one, and I checked this, there are no cuts, so I'm just going to go ahead and go straight to it. But it starts to turn black. And that was interesting to me at first. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then I remembered that the picture that he initially took also looks a lot like this. And that one was supposedly the one that he put his finger over the lens. Because look how it's kind of got like a smudge look to it. Maybe it hasn't had time to
Instead
completely...
of like solid black.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he hasn't had time to completely turn black by the time of this video. He should have kept it on to see if it would turn. But if you look at that, and then look at the one that he claimed he put his finger over, it looks just like it.
Ooh.
So, but I did look at it. I did look at him taking the picture. It didn't look like his finger was kind of reaching over or anything. Still,
given that little Fujifilm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could show you where he actually takes the picture. It doesn't look like he's actually putting his finger over it. Let's just go back here. Gosh dang, when did he do it? Oh, here we go. See, there's his hand. One of his fingers is like right there. The lens is right here, so maybe it's possible he was able to put his finger over it. Let's pause it here. This is one of his fingers is right here.
Maybe because those cameras aren't very big.
But look how far his finger. This finger probably is reaching to like right here. This one would probably be only to right here. The camera lens is right there.
These cameras aren't that big.
You think he?
If he extended his thumb over this camera's as wide as his thumb is long.
Oh, you think so?
These cameras aren't that big.
So it wouldn't be very hard for him to reach his finger over.
So.
Yeah, and do that. So. Anyway, some people sent him
Here's where he burns this piece of shit. What is this?
Some people sent him some sage, which is supposed to keep the spirits at bay. Let's see. He puts some around
a sage over there. That would be so much more interesting.
Yeah, he puts some around this rocking chair, which is the rocking chair that Dear David was supposedly in. This green rocking chair here. He says sage did not work because he has another dream. It says it appeared again last night. What happened and then this is where he says that Dear David was actually a lot smaller. He didn't do or say anything. He was just a lot smaller. Cat's still at the door. Let's get into some good stuff. He says later on there's a severe thunderstorm warning, and he said people said the clouds look weird. I don't know what this has to do. Yeah, I think he's just reaching at this point.
Thunderstorm, dude.
Yeah.
God.
Okay. So he does say that he had a dream where David was dragging him through by the arm to an old abandoned warehouse. So this is important because later on it applies. He wakes up and he's got a bruise on him.